Very good afternoon to you all. How's everyone doing today? Hopefully well. Not many people are in here yet. Soon. How much fuel are we taking today? 8 tons? I'll go 5.9 round up. Liquid refuel. Passengers. 176. And no cargo. By those settings. And double check 5.9. It's good to me. Start up our APU for our packs. There we go. Fuel's loaded. We can turn our belts on. And get Pack X up and running. Let's see. We're flying for an hour and 16 minutes. 20 minutes flight time, and we'll pick up in 20 minutes. And we're taking 176 packs. And we'll start the flight. Alright, people are now coming into the chat. Hello everyone. Let's see, 3 people are in. So we'll initialize our flight. Minute request. It's doing it. Should load it in a second. Should uplink. Here it goes. And we'll uplink our winds. It's a bit windy today. And we can already go ahead and do this. 23 knot crosswind off of 04. No departure. It's going to be runway heading. Which is, runway heading today is 44 degrees. Looks good to me. Now we'll do our takeoff curve 04. The wind is 310 at 23. And we'll compute that, and put perf, uplink the takeoff data, clear our scratch pad. The IRS is already aligned, nice. QNH for the day is 2995. Go. Receive takeoff data, uplink insert. we gotta request it first. Forgot about that step. Receive data and insert. Today we're doing a flex 74, so 74. Go ahead and put that in there. Perf is done. Now we're just waiting for people to board up.
From the flight deck, this is your captain speaking. Welcome on board our flight. We'll be departing soon and we're aiming for a smooth flight. Thanks for flying and we'll keep you informed of any changes as they happen.
Catering's done now, so we can go ahead and... Well, first, I can barely hear the music. Let's turn that up a little bit. Get rid of our catering, truck off, door closed. There goes our door. Lock our door, set our trim, set our transponder. Do a classic 1, 2, 3, 4. We're not on the network. Auto, standby. Turn rookie scan, GCS, and PWS all on and auto. And just get the muscle memory in, we'll go to Unicom. Even though we're not on any ATC today. So people are boarding up. Should be ready in just a few minutes, and then we'll get our pushback going. Let's plan our pushback, but our pushback pre-planned. We're taking runway 4, I believe. Runway 4. So that means we want to be facing nose left. It's a very short taxi today. Go ahead and do this. To the area. Probably good enough pushback. Let's change that a little bit. I don't want to accidentally hit any fences.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard. This is your flight attendant.
Let me know through the menu when you're ready.
At this time, please be sure to make sure all large carry-on items are in the overhead bins and your small items are underneath the seat in front of you. If you have any trouble or need any assistance, please don't hesitate to let a flight attendant know and we would be happy to help you. After you put your carry-on items in the overhead bin and it is full, make sure you close it as a courtesy to other passengers. Also be sure that the aisle is clear and sit down so that way other passengers can get by you.
I'll send a screenshot of the
If
Discord
you're
right
seated in
now.
an emergency exit row, please review the exit seating responsibilities in the safety card provided for you. Please make sure that you are able and willing to perform these actions. If you're not, please let a flight attendant know so that way you can be reseated. Feel free to use your cell phones during the rest of the boarding process, but we do ask that laptops, tablets, and any other larger electronic devices are stowed once we depart from the gate. Thank you, and welcome aboard.
Alrighty. Almost done boarding.
We're ready to go when you are.
So we'll go
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome aboard Flight 2629 with service to Ohio. Our flight time will be roughly 1 hour and 20 minutes. Please note the cabin door is now closed. We ask that you make sure that all devices are in airplane mode and your larger devices are now shut down and stowed. If you have not already, please fasten your seatbelt and verify it is low and tight across your lap. Your tray table
Great news, Captain. Your tow's
upright
coming.
and locked position for departure. Cabin crew, prepare doors for departure, cross-check, verify straps, and stand by for all calls.
Let's see. Where's our doors? I always forget. Here it is. We're closed. And we should see that indication in just a second. And I will remove that message because it's not correct. It's somebody trying to get some sort of information from us. We'll detach the jetway.
Some doors are still open for the GPU or the ASU are still connected.
And we'll guarantee
I'm
parking
waiting
brake
for
is
all
set.
of them closed and disconnected, then I
GPU
will
is
proceed.
disconnected. Box and external power released.
All right. Looks like the doors and hatches are closed and we're ready to connect.
6 people, yet no chats. Can we get some love in here today? Alright, overhead panel looks set. Fuel pumps are on. Flight attendants, all doors in check. There's our tow.
Welcome aboard, Captain. Tow's connected, bypass pins inserted. Go and kill the parking brake when you're ready to go.
Brake release, nose left. Thanks for the service.
Here comes the pushback. Light them up.
1 then 2 in sequence, thanks. I'll start the engines from back here, turn the sounds up, and be nice and quiet for this since the sound pack is very nice. Engine 1, start.
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your complete attention to the flight attendants as they demonstrate the safety features of our aircraft. You will notice a light illuminated above your seat. When this light is illuminated, please fasten your seatbelt low and tight across your lap. To fasten, insert the metal fittings into one another and tighten by pulling on the loose end of the strap. To release your seatbelt, lift the upper portion of the buckle. We suggest that you keep your seatbelt fastened throughout the flight as we may experience unexpected turbulence. There are several emergency exits on this aircraft. Please take a few moments now to locate your nearest exit. In some cases, your nearest exit may be behind you. If we need to evacuate the aircraft, floor-level lighting will guide you towards the exit. In the event of a decompression, an oxygen mask will drop in front of you. To start the flow of oxygen, pull the mask towards you. Place it firmly over your nose and mouth, secure the elastic band behind your head, tighten the straps if necessary, and breathe normally. Although the bag does not inflate, oxygen is flowing to the mask. If you are traveling with a child or someone who requires assistance, secure your mask on first and then assist others. Keep your mask on until a member of the crew advises you it is safe to remove it. In the unlikely event of a water landing, a life vest is located in a pouch under your seat or between the armrests.
Hey, Slipper Fruit,
When
how's it going?
instructed to do so, open the plastic pouch and remove
How's that
the vest.
fully
Slip
7.4
it over
treating
your
you?
head. Wrap
Just
the
about
straps
done here.
around
Go ahead and
your
set
waist
your
and
parking
buckle up
brake.
the front.
Brake set, clear to
Pull the
disconnect,
straps
pin on the right.
tightly.
Engine 2
When
start.
place the vest, pull firmly on the right
And we're
cord, only
disconnecting the
when
tow.
exiting
Give me just a
aircraft.
moment.
If your life
No
vest
worries,
does
see you
not
next time.
inflate automatically, blow into the mouthpieces for manual inflation. Each vest is equipped with a whistle and light. If necessary, your seat cushion can be used as a secondary flotation device. Pull the cushion from the seat, slip your arms into the straps, and hug the cushion to your chest. Please securely stow all personal items. Make sure your seatbelts are fastened and seat backs and tray tables are all in their full upright position. We remind you that this is a non-smoking flight, and that includes vaping, tampering with, disabling, or destroying the smoke detectors located in the laboratories is strictly prohibited by law. All of this information and more can be found in the safety card located in the seat back in front of you. We suggest reading this and letting a cabin member know if you have any questions. Thank you for flying with us.
And we're disconnected. Signal and pin on the right. Take it easy and have a safe flight.
Alright, engine 2 is avail. APU shut down. Engine mode norm, speed brake, and APU shut down. Brakes released. Oh, we're going flaps 3 today. I thought it was flaps 1. Alright. Check, check. Alright, let's go maximum gain then. Get myself as loud as possible. Going Flex 77 V1 today is 128. V2 is 128. And VR is 132. And we're climbing up to 12,000.
We're ready for departure.
Flight attendant seats for departure, please. Cabins ready, flight attendants are seated. Takeoff config normal. For takeoff, flaps 3, speed brake armed. APU shut down. And MCP set, ready for takeoff. Double check this route, don't want to take a wrong turn like a few days ago. Okay, so we're going here, then around like I thought. New York scenery looks really good in X-Plane. Not sure if that's the default scenery or if it's the sim heaven that I installed for the United States. I'm sure somebody knows. Taking a left here and going down. Bravo. All the way down to the end of 4. Clear left, clear right. Oh, a little bit too sharp of a turn. Controls free and correct. Yeah, it might be default. Probably default. Twin towers, those are gone as of the patch in 2001 in real life. Yeah, it does look good, especially with the clouds, which are the sim update. Not sim update, sorry, just the 12.0.2 beta. I'm so used to Microsoft. Yeah, not there anymore. Something happened. Strobe and nose lights. We're entering the ILS critical. And the whole chill point's up here. We're clear to depart. 4 checked. 4 takeoff checklist already completed. Alright, we'll do it on the roll. I should just ban that person. Thrust stable. Man flex 74 SRS. Runway auto thrust is blue. Airspeed alive. 80 knots. Checked. Neutral on the stick. That was fast. V1. Rotate. Lots of wind. Positive rate. Gear is coming up. We'll go heading. Autopilot 1. Simulate some ACT. In a second here. I always do that in X-Plane. Silly me. These are the leaps, the Leap 1As. For rest, climb, auto thrust. American 2629, turn right, 180. Right 180, American 1819. Or whatever our call sign is. Usually I'd have a sticky note with that written down. Speed checked, flaps 2. And these are the leaps, the same engines that are on the Max, the 737 Maxes. Kind of vectoring us in this direction so we can get a nice view of the city. Speed checked, flaps 1. And speed is checked, flaps up. There's downtown Manhattan over there. And there's LaGuardia where we just departed, on our way to Cleveland. .24-hour timeout. If you do that again, you're going to get a permanent ban. Please try not to mess around. This channel is for fun, but if you're impersonating YouTube, you're lucky I didn't report you to YouTube. American 2629, and proceed direct. Newell. Direct Newell, American 2229. Thank you. No, we'll skip that and go direct to Daniel. Towards the city. Standard cross-check, passing flight level 85, now. Effect. Climb up to 26. We're going up to 3.2 today. We'll go all the way up to 3.2. Clouds look rather nice. JFK right below us.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have now passed 10,000 feet. You may now turn on your larger portable electronic devices. This is also a reminder to please keep your seatbelt fastened while you're seated and do not congregate in the galleys or near the lavatory. This aircraft is equipped with onboard Wi-Fi. You will be required to pay a small fee if you wish to access it. We do offer complimentary in-flight TV.
Thanks for reporting it. Much appreciated.
Connect to the Wi-Fi and you'll be able to access our wide range of free live TV and safe movies library.
Oops. Yeah, what's up? Seatbelt signs? Not yet. That's at 18,000 feet in the United States. For almost every airline. 10,000 feet is for the UK and most parts of Europe. There's Manhattan right below us. One World Trade Center right here, right where the Twin Towers were. I believe that's the Twin Tower Memorial right here. Been there a couple times. The Twin Towers once stood. Nope, no. Seatbelts come off at 18,000 in the US. It's the same at the transition altitude, unless stated differently on a star, but 18,000 feet is what United and I believe American says for seatbelts off. Although I should amend that. For short flights, 10,000 feet is allowed. So yeah, technically I could turn it off, although I'm not used to flying flights short enough where that can come off. Usually it's discretionary. Not sure what airport that is below us. Let's see. Newark, maybe? Yep, Newark Liberty. Not sure about Delta. I've almost never flown Delta. This is a short flight. We're already about 50 minutes away, so let's set up our arrival. We're going to be doing the ILS 06 left by a Queen. ILS 06 left on the try before via upper, Queen by upper. And insert that. And check for some discontinuities, which there should not be. Oh, seems like there is. Clear it. Actually, that there is a discontinuity. I'm checking my flight plan on my second screen. Yeah, 10,000 feet is allowed, technically. Although it's recommended for higher. Looks really good down there. I'm surprised with the Orca. It looks nice. I'm curious what Cleveland's gonna look like. Give a little call to our passengers.
We'll be reaching our cruising altitude soon. Everything's looking good up here in the cockpit. Please let your cabin crew
Frank?
know if there's anything that we can do to make this flight a little better for you.
How's it going? Lots of politics discussed today, huh? I really want to do a long haul next plan, like a real long haul, like something in the 777. Maybe a Chicago, Dubai, or something very long. We'll see. I've heard the flight factor 777 is very good from several trustworthy sources. Clouds look nice. It looks like something I'd actually want to fly through, as opposed to what happens in Microsoft, where the clouds just look shitty and you don't want to get close to them. Yeah, true. Every time New Zealand comes in, the politics get crazy. Yeah, I've heard that. Maybe we can chat later about how to get it and how to use it. Let's check our fuel, 3.0. And I believe this, what's it called, our alternate, that fuel prediction is not correct. I'm not sure if that's a glitch, but every time it always says 0. Let's get our most up-to-date wind request. Should take a longer than on the ground if it's accurate. Get our SatLink data. Looks like it's accurate, taking a little bit. It's strange. When I go to night, which I'll do really quickly, my performance kind of goes to shit, which is strange. Much worse frames. Let's see, 49 minutes left. We'll go direct to upper, which is the initial point of our approach. So that's as far as we can go direct to now. Cut down as much time as possible. Weird. Yeah, night when I'm on the ground has much worse frames, which is very strange. Very, very strange. Which it doesn't make sense because it should have to illuminate less and do less work with the lighting and less textures, but I don't know. I'll show you once I'm on the ground in a bit. Once we've landed, after I do my replay, I'll show you what the performance is like, what the performance difference is. Especially in the A340, I was 60 FPS, nice and stable at Tobii in the A340 earlier. And then I turned it to night and we were dropping down to like 50, low 50s. Which isn't bad, but I'd rather it be 60 stable all the time. Looks very nice. Let's take a cheeky little screenshot. $25 FPS, yikes. I don't even know if I could play it that low. I mean, I guess I could, but I'd rather not. It makes landing way harder. Let's see, what are my settings? How do I do this? Settings, graphics. I have pretty much everything set to maximum besides shadow world objects, vegetation, and texture. Everything else is good, and this doesn't do anything really to 16. It just uses needless VRAM to crank your textures any higher than high. Let's see. Task Manager. How much VRAM am I using? I'm using... Oh, not that much. I could probably increase it a bit. Although I'm not going to. I'm only using 16 gigabytes at my 32. Here comes our cruising altitude. I'm gonna go get a drink.
Hey, can we get something to drink up here? Alright.
Alright, I'm back. A little bit of turbulence, nothing crazy. I wonder if there's an add-on to make turbulence better. Who knows? Would y'all like a night landing? We could do a night landing. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. I've never done a night landing in X-Plane before. Let me know in chat. I don't want to do it without you guys voting first. Let's set this up. Weather. QNH 1025. Temperature. Oh, where's the temp? There it is, 14.
In a few moments, our lovely flight attendants will be starting our in-flight service.
And it's
We'll
7.
be serving complimentary drinks and snacks. Premium drinks are available for a small charge. Please note we only accept credit cards.
And our minimums for the day are, let's see, let's open the chart. Minimums are 200, 973 MDA. Oops. There we go. Oh, let me create a call. There you go. Thank you, Mike, Frank, whatever you want to be called. I've noticed these little foothills flying over it before. I'm curious what they are. If it's a named range or they're just little. Where are we, over Connecticut maybe? We're over... Oh, we're over Indiana. Actually, wait, what? No, we're over New York still. New York State. Now we're crossing into Pennsylvania. Equal time points, about 80 miles away. We've got plenty of fuel. Do check now. Fuel 2.8 estimated fuel on board at our destination, so looking good to me. I'll call you they them if that's what you want. Clouds look very nice. Oh, day and night are tied. Night's coming back. Let's see, I'm curious if this displays terrain. It does. Nice. Vote, 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 folks. I'm gonna have to change the time soon if you want to see a sunset in flight. If it's a tie, I'm gonna go night. Let's see, what was this? Screenshot controls. I want to see if I can get a screenshot like a member of our Discord gets. Explore that a little bit more. There we go. What window is that? That's view. Show screenshot controls. I was just shown this by a member of our Discord. I can at you in the thing later if you want. If somebody could put the link to the Discord in the chat, that'd be nice too. I'll pin your message if anybody knows how to get it. Yeah, you can change the exposure. Let's see, can we do this manually? Adjust exposure. Yeah, but then it dims or brightens the outside a little bit too much. I like auto exposure the best. There's also, if you're not on the beta, you can use BlueFX, and it really, really helps the exposure. Much better than that tool does. That tool is mainly good for screenshots and still frames. BlueFX will do stuff live to change your exposure, to set your cockpit to a certain brightness, and the outside to a certain brightness as well, dynamically. It's free. I'm not using it now because, actually, let's see, am I using it? No, I'm not. Fly with Lua, where is it? Fly with Lua. No, I'm not. It's not installed right now. You put it into your Fly with Lua scripts, and it'll change how your sim looks really nicely. If you're talking about deep systems, the roll controller alerting, I believe, or something like that. I don't remember from the Airbus. It's basically the computer that designates and controls your roll and tells the pilot how much to do. And when you're using the side stick, you're really not controlling the ailerons, you're commanding a G input. So I believe it controls that system too. Oh, nice. What's up, SimCFI? How's it going? LGA in real life or in the sim? Welcome aboard. Glad to see you here. Did you ever get that line check finished? Hopefully. Let's see. Sunsets look nice in X-Plane, that's for sure. Although the reflections are a little weird. Let's see if I can change that in here. These aircraft sim display reflections. Remove glass reflections. Awesome. That looks way better. Nice. Save the config. Ooh, RNAV X-ray into 3.1. I don't know that approach by heart, but I can check it out on 4-flight. I'm sure it's fun. 3 bookings after. Are you talking about the line check, or hopefully it went well, if that's what you are talking about? And we're a little bit ahead of schedule, so we'll go very slightly 10
From
minutes.
the cockpit, we're very slightly ahead of schedule.
I remember in LGA there's a really fun visual approach. I'm getting into which runway, but it's a sharp left turn. Usually the captain flies it, so the FO is always pilot monitoring, but yeah, I'm sure that's a fun approach to fly. Nice. Yeah. Are we talking about the same one? Is that the same at your airline, where the pilot flying is always the captain for those types of approaches? Oh yeah, I'm looking at the charts. That's the run. Yeah. That's a fun approach. For anybody who doesn't know who your Sim CFI is, you should go check out his channel. He's a RJ pilot in real life, and he has plenty of good content on his channel if you're looking to learn how to fly or watch his streams. Yep, same for TCA here. Although I believe there are some DCA approaches that the FO can fly, it's just the river visual and one other that's captain only. Local time points coming up. 2.80 looks fine. We were 3 point something when we departed, so we're a little bit less performant than we expected. Could be just a little bit of extra parasitic drag or something like that. Who knows? But we're still safe. Yeah, SimC5. Seen you fly Microsoft a lot. Do you ever use X-Plane? I don't know if there's an RJ for it, but the flight dynamics are much closer to real life than Microsoft. Makes Microsoft feel like an arcade. Get some night vision going. Yep, that's how it is. Sadly, I'm sure it's a fun one to fly. I can only get the experience in the sim, though, for a little while. Alright, quick approach briefing. Let's check this out. Okay, we're flying the ILS 6 left. We're going to intercept at 2,000, take a sharp right turn, vectors onto the final, intercept at 2,000 like I just said. Minimums today, our MDA is 973, and it's pretty simple. We're going to vacate right to the terminal. Probably Golf or Golf 5. I'll aim for Golf 5 so we can get off nice and quickly. Oh wow, really? What's the reason for that? Light model included, so you think Microsoft is better? Personally, I do like X-Plane a little better, although they did not do the 7.5 justice, which makes me a little bit sad. Light Factor did a much better job in their 777, I believe, than the 7.5. Who knows, maybe it'll get a V2 update at some point. Yeah, how do you feel about the flight improvement in 24 versus 20? I was told there's a big one, but to be honest, I can't really feel it. I don't know if you have it, but for Microsoft 2020 Chase Plane release, and I was trying it out earlier off stream, and yeah, it's pretty good. I think you'd like it to be a nice tool for your stream if you're willing to drop some of that cold hard cash on it. It's only like, I don't remember, like 35, 40 bucks or something. Ooh, that's nice. Console lighting is a lot less bright than a Fenix, which is realistic. It's not nearly as bright as it is in the Fenix. And the Fenix illuminates the side stick. Really, it illuminates the tiller in real life. So that's nice, very realistic. It's those little things that matter. Let's see, crossing our ATP right now, basically. So yeah, that's equal time. We're about halfway to our destination now. Not including our slowdown for final and the approach. I don't know if there's something like that in the CRJ, but it's very handy in the Airbus. And I don't believe Fenix modeled that. That is purely a police feature. And real life, of course. Nice. Alright, day one, I guess, so let's go back to day. And apply the changes. Gotta do what the people want. I'll be back in about 5 minutes or so. I'm going to run to the lab. I'll turn the music up for you all, and you can enjoy some nice views. And your captain's back. Starting the descent in about 80 miles. Let's see, 40 miles. So that's the 80 circle. The 40 is halfway there. You can see our little white descent marker. And if you turn constraints off, you'll have a better view of the approach, but we're going to keep constraints on. Oh, just missed your message. Yeah, it does feel a little bit light, although with the right add-on, it makes it feel much better. Sort of like the Microsoft 2020 flight dynamics are pretty bad in my opinion, but the Fenix makes it feel much closer to real life. The Tobii feels even better than the Fenix in my opinion, much heavier, actually. But yeah, that's true. The level Ds, they're not really meant to simulate the flight dynamics. They're more meant to simulate the accuracy of the instruments and stuff like that. Although, yeah, they should technically be exactly correct with the flight model. They try, but it's really hard to accurately simulate that. I'm no engineer, but I don't think they can account for every single possible simulation of physics, so they just kind of graph a curve and hope that it works. At least that's how I understand it. I could be totally wrong. Alright, let's see. Progress, please. There we go. No need to report. There's no ATC. Oh yeah, looks good to me. Distance 22 miles. We'll go at let's say 10 miles. We'll go and select managed altitude. We'll reset our MCP right now. We'll go and select managed altitude. And we'll push that in so the plane can understand it. At 10 miles to the TD. Like a French person, well, I do speak French, so that makes sense. But who knows? A lot of people say Tolis. I think it's really pronounced Tolis since they're I think they're a French company. Definitely European, not American. I am not Irish. I'm Chicagoan through and through. Yeah, for sure. You'd have to pay way more than $100 for it to be accurate. I mean, yeah, like we were just saying, that even the level Ds, which can be millions of dollars, are not completely accurate, so there's absolutely no reason to expect an accurate simulation on your home desktop PC. Oui, je parle un peu de français. Do you? No, I was born here. I've just taken some French classes in my day. I am by no means fluent. Oh, it's Canadian. Well, that makes sense. French-Canadian, large majority of the population. Alright, about 10, a little less than 10. Let's go ahead and select manage mode. Descent. And it's commanding our descent. 1,000 feet per minute. Should select 1,000 before we catch up with the glide path. And here goes. Let's go a little more than 1,000. So we don't have our rapid nose pitch down, which is not accurate. I believe the real airplane does not do that. Compagnie de Quebec, that makes sense. This is a very short flight. I'm forgetting how close Cleveland is to New York. I like that you can pop this out. I'm curious, maybe you know, Slipperfruit, why the resolution of the displays is a little bit weird. It doesn't seem like it's full resolution when I'm zoomed out like this. But then when I open it up, it looks perfectly fine to me. Let's see, can I like make this smaller or something and put it on top of there? Oh, I can. That's as small as it will get. Interesting. I wish Microsoft had that feature. That way you can like pop out the MCU or the FMS or whatever plane you're in, whatever it's called, which is very nice. All right, 1,500 feet. We'll increase our rate of descent a little bit. Go to settings. All right. Settings, hopefully this doesn't crash anything. What's it called? Yeah, I'll do it after. Let's keep flying. About to enter an area of visible moisture. At less than 10 degrees. So I'll put that anti-ice on. Yeah, go ahead, thanks. Clouds look very nice in 12.0.2. I have to say, they did a fantastic job. Hypoxia approved. Get that little seal of approval. Sorry if you can hear my dog in the background, she's a little rowdy. And we'll go and select managed. It'll slow us on our descent and catch back up with that. And that's the real way to capture it if you're going to use VNav. You don't want to just select it as it comes down, otherwise your nose will pitch down very rapidly in the sim and real life. Go to graphics, keep the rendering resolution FSR. I don't believe I'm using any FSR. Rendering resolution off, full resolution. Yep, no DLSS or FSR here. I paid for the full GPU, I'm going to use the full GPU. What's the logic there? Let's do one more flyby. I'll turn the sounds down. Shift 1. Yeah, it is weird. Do you see it too, or is it just me? Maybe it looks better on Microsoft because of the compression. It makes everything else look a little worse, but to me at native 1440p it looks a bit blurry. I'm not complaining, the simulation is pretty good, so I'm not playing X-Plane for the visuals. If I wanted visuals, I go to Flight Sim 24. And we're out of the moisture. We can turn that off, save a little bit of fuel. after, what is that? Layton, maybe? Whatever that waypoint is, we can check in the MCU, which is what we should be doing. I may have missed it. That would be Jane. After Jane, we're going to go ahead and select... Well, basically we're going to vector ourselves using our heading bug. Which is a little bit weird, because usually we'd have ATC tell us where we want to go with those vectors, but we're doing it by hand in the flight sim since there's no VATSIM. Actually, I haven't figured out how to use VATSIM with flight sim, or with X-Plane. Maybe you can help me out with that later. I'd love to know. It always says like CSL path not configured or something like that. I think I have to download models. Just go down to 10. Let's catch back up with this. I wasn't paying attention to our altitude and we got a little bit high on profile. Let's see, do we need more descent or is that going to be enough? Where do we need to be? 280 plus some 190 there, so we'll be fine. Personally, I don't like going above 2,000 feet per minute of descent. If you have to, you can, but it's much, much more comfortable to go 2,000 or less. Yep, here comes our altitude. What's that airport? That would be Fuel Yankee November Golf, or Youngstown Warren Regional. Huh. Big U.S. Air Force base, but it's not actually a base, and it has a commercial terminal. U.S. Air Force Reserve. Interesting. This is a U.S. Air Force area. I know they have that at BDL, which is Bradley. It's in New England. Similar kind of thing. And what's our FAF? Let's see. Our FAF is... 2,000. I remember saying that earlier. We'll descend down to... whatever we need to be at Jane. Jane... 2-1, so we'll go 3,000 and manage it from there. And here comes our descent path. So once it gets a little closer, we'll go manage, push it in so the plane understands. Let's see what the ortho's like here. Tomorrow I'm going to be doing a long one in the 340. That'll be fun. Passing our standard altitude. Let's go to our approach. UNH was, I can't really see it, 1025. We can set it a little bit early, high to low, look out below. 1025, what's that? Let me estimate real fast. 1025, 303, 3029er. What SimBrief says. And we're getting nice and close, so we can go ahead and not do what we did last time. Optimum descent. And it's descent. And it's capturing. Looks good. Bit early for the LS landing system, but it's alright, it doesn't hurt. We shouldn't be getting in phantom indications, this isn't real life. Unless that's modeled, which I doubt it is. That is a long flight, Frank. I need to find some time where I can actually do that. Like when I did London to Perth, they're kind of similar lengths, so maybe some point this week, but probably later in the week. Nice gentle descent, like what we like to see. What do we do in the ILS? 6 lefts. Nine 7-3, 2000. I wonder if our airplane will show up on here. We'll see that in a second. This is only like my 3rd time flying the Tobii, so if this landing is not the greatest, you can blame the Tobii and not me. Should have ran the clock, but it's alright. There's too much to do when you're single pilot. It's so hard to remember everything. Especially when I'm not using checklists, which I'm too lazy to use in the sim. Whoa, 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 whoa. Who said the 787 was too hard? I flew it like 3 days ago. Come on now. Let's not be slandering your favorite pilot now. Come on.
Ladies and gentlemen, the seatbelt sign is now turned on, so it is time to return to your seats and fasten your seatbelts.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the cockpit, this is your captain speaking. We've begun our descent, and we should be on the ground soon.
Thank you, Pack X. Cleveland Ortho looks pretty good. I can already see the buildings popping in.
We have begun our final descent into Ohio. Flight attendants will be passing through the cabin to collect any trash one final time. Please ensure tray tables are stowed and seats are in the full upright position. Please also store any carry-on items either in the seat back pocket or under the seat in front of you. Please complete all Wi-Fi related tasks and stow any larger electronics.
Here comes our speed reduction at 10. Looking good. And we're through 10. Checked on all the instruments. Should have done the cross-check when we select our QNH and turned off standard, but too late. Turn left 24. What's that? 245. We're gonna go completely managed here. Pull that out. We're gonna extend our basically a long downwind, and then landing gear is not down. Landing gear is not down. I heard lots of dings and chimes, and there'd be a bunch of lights, and this would be green, and this would be down. And see the gear outside. Can't trick me anymore. Maybe when I first started streaming, that would work on me, but not anymore. Low on path, that's right. That's what we want to be. Ooh, ortho looks very good, I have to admit. Very nice. Let's turn our sounds up a tad bit. Hopefully that's not too loud for you all. Landing rate predictions. I've got the calculator that works in 24, or not 24, what am I saying? In X-Plane. And what do we want to be? At Vettel, we're going to be 2,900, so basically 3,000. So this looks right to me. Where's the airport? Somewhere off to our right, isn't it? There it is. There's Cleveland. Close enough so now we can go straight into a downwind. Basically, I did a very, very shallow 45 degree to the downwind. It's basically a 5 degree to the downwind on a very extended base. I don't know if you all can visualize that like I am, but yeah, if you can, that's what we did. Which is probably similar to what they do in real life, what ATC vectors you to do. Reduce our rate of descent and our speed, both to slow down faster and because the slower we get, the less rate of descent we need to maintain the banana bar, which in the Airbus is not green, it's blue. And turn right to 60, say. 250 is better. Let's see, is the speed coming down on its own? Yes, it is. No speed brake needed. We'll go flaps 1 at 230, which I believe are the same speeds as on the CL. Could be wrong. We could draw a little extended center line, but I don't think we really need to since we're not going to go anywhere close to there. Perf, we'll activate our approach, but keep managed speed. Speed, let's give it a second here.
2,500.
Speed checked, flaps 1. And here come our slats. Let's double check that the frequency is right, since it doesn't seem to be tuning. 11155-058. Yeah, looks right to me. Turn right onto our base. Just go a little bit slower than 3 degree. Nice looking base. Maybe a bit low, nothing crazy. Just chill out on that descent rate since we did get a bit low here. Angle right, 010 or 020 or so. Actually, 350 looks fine to me. And arm our localizer. Yeah, we're too low, but it's okay. I've seen pilots do this in real life, and I've definitely done it before. Been a little bit too low. But it's a lot easier when you have ATC services. I'm vectoring myself, just like real life. ATC loves to vector you around complex airports. Cohere. We'll go reduce our speed. Go 0 degrees or 360, whichever you prefer. Speed check, flaps 2. Flaps 2. Here comes our localizer, lock star. Hey, what's up, week? Just in time. As you can see, we're a bit low. And our FMS sequence itself, which is nice. If SimCFI is still watching, I believe that doesn't happen automatically on the RJ, but it does on the Airbus. And it's capturing, we'll go approach mode. Speed select 160, if I can do it, 160. We'll go flaps 3. Checked flaps 3. The replay should go automatically, if I'm not mistaken. Explain. Here comes our glide slope. Glide slope blue. Glide slope star. Just in time. Gear down. Speed managed. Speed checked. Flaps full. Gear down, 3 greens. Cabin is checked. Spoilers are armed. Landing ECAM no blue. Landing chip is complete. Vector go around altitude. And I want to see how this flies it. I'm not going to auto land. I'm going to take it off once we get our FMA flare. But I do want to see how this flies it. Yeah, if you have a nice looking approach, you can go everything managed and there's no problems with it. Vectoring myself made this approach faster though. A little more convenient for us and the passengers. 500. Checked. Hand on the stick. End of the thrust. Yeah, no chrono. Looks like we're not getting paid. Land FMA.
300 above. Minimum.
Landing.
200. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20.
Thrust idle.
10,
flaring.
5.
Bit hard. Mercer's normal, decel. Nice and in the touchdown zone though, so I'm not too mad about that. Mercer's idle on my brakes. Rev stowed.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Ohio. The local time is 4:55 p.m. and it's currently about 57 degrees Fahrenheit. You can now use your mobile devices. Please remain seated until the aircraft has come to a complete stop.
I did try at the board thing. I sent a screenshot if you're curious.
Remember to use caution when opening the overhead bins, as items may have shifted during the flight. We thank you for flying with us.
Clean up the airplane in just a second here. I did flare. If we didn't flare, we would have hit the ground at 700 feet per minute or whatever the 3-degree glide slope at our speed was. A little more, maybe. Since we're a bit fast. Yeah, it was hard, but it was right in the touchdown zone and we vacated before we wanted to, which is nice. Gave some planes behind us some room. Like C? Oh. Interesting. That's what C does. Engine 2 shut down. Interesting. It seems like the shadow of the winglet is backwards. Could be the position of the sun, but... brakes are a bit hot. We'll use the fans for a minute. Crossing 2-4 left at Alpha, which is fine for the terminal. Turn our strobe lights on. Or right, or left. We'll park right next to this American A320. Can't tell if it's a CO. Yep, that's a CO. Curious. I wonder if this is a Class Delta or... oh my god, I can't speak. Class Charlie or Class Delta? I'm curious. Seems like I might be a Delta. It's not that big. Maybe it's a Charlie though, like midweight. We can check in a second here. There's no way it's a Bravo. I don't think this is a Bravo. It's not big enough. In fact, that's definitely not a Bravo. Oh my god, it is a Bravo. Wow. Interesting. We're gonna go into the ramp. You don't need clearance, I don't believe, since it's an uncontrolled ramp. Blind any ground crew. No worries, you can reload it. It wasn't great, a bit hard. Right in the TDZ and on center line though, so I'll accept it. Had a schedule, I'm sure the packs will like that. Very hard without a marshaller. I wonder if there's an add-on for a marshaller and X-plane, like, sort of like GSX and Microsoft. Brake set. Bleeds. Engine 1 shut down. Alrighty, let's watch the replay. Let's see, how do I do it? Alt-R, maybe? Or wait, what did you want me to do when I shut down? Quick C. Comma. Oh wow, there's a ramp. Or there's a, kind of like a drone cam. That's cool. Thank you, I never knew about that. Now I can check out airports before I fly to them. Awesome, thank you. Now let's do this.
Five hundred.
Nice, yeah, that's a good idea. I'll try that in just a second. I wish the trees had actual trees. That's something Microsoft gets right, but it's okay. Let's see. This is going to look hard. Just a warning. See, there was a flare. It was just a hard touchdown. And I was right. The shadows are wrong. The flap does not look like that.
Ten, 50, 200.
Probably the ortho. The ortho probably doesn't have it. I've seen trees. There's definitely trees in my X-plane, but
40, 30, 20, retard, 10, 5.
yeah, right on the touchdown zone. Wow. Yep, that's what I would call it too. Nice and firm, very safe. One more POV, then we'll try out that tool, the view tool. I like the power lines, that's nice. I don't think Microsoft really has that. Orthos remove trees? Ah, that sucks. I wonder if there's a way to fix it. Yeah, bit hard. I won't lie. one more POV. I like the replay system, it's very nice and explained. Nice, if you can find it, let me know. I would really, really, really like to have some trees. Like, the trees are over there, see? They're just not here, which is weird. It's like it removes it near airports. I noticed the same thing at Frankfurt. Yeah, Ryanair would like to hire me after that one, I'm sure. And as we deboard, I'll go C, move ourselves around, open up that tool that you told me, screenshots, enable the depth of field. Come on, period. I have an idea. How do I go up? Interesting. Forgetting how to go up now. Oh, there you go. Very finicky. I wonder if there's like a way to keybind that. Pick focus point. Oh, it does work well. How do I pick which one though? Pick the focus point. Oh. Nice. This is very useful. I'll have to get some photos for the Discord in a bit, but I'm about to sign off. Awesome, thank you for that information. Reset this real fast. Auto exposure. Go. And get a nice little viewpoint. Slap on some music, and I will see you all tomorrow. Dinner. I'm hungry. Yeah. I will see you all next time. See ya.